Hi there. Today I'm answering the question, what happens when our bodies don't get enough water? Our bodies are made up of about 60% water. So it's a bit of a no-brainer that when we lose water, we have to put it back, because if the levels are not correct, then your body just cannot function at its optimum. And the symptoms that we tend to see are very nondescript, feeling of just not quite right. So let's look at what actually happens when the bodies don't get enough water. First of all, there's a decrease in urination. This is an obvious one. You've probably seen it whenever you haven't drunk enough water. But also important here is how the color of your urine changes. When you're dehydrated, it's very dark. And so that is what we're trying to avoid. The second thing is the headaches. I think those are also very well known to be associated with dehydration. The brain needs a large amount of water, and when it doesn't have it, then everything isn't working right, and we start getting headaches. We can also get very moody and irritable when our water levels are low. So when you're feeling like your moods are plummeting in that later afternoon, go and drink a glass of water and see how you feel. Fatigue and low energy is also very common with dehydration, as well as mental fog. You're just not able to focus at the same level that you are when you are well hydrated. Our muscles also tend to get a bit weaker, and so physically we cannot push ourselves to the same extent as if we were hydrated. You often also will get sugar cravings or overeat when you are dehydrated. And this is firstly because the body often sends out a hunger signal instead of a thirst signal when it needs fluid and when you're not drinking enough water. And then secondly, your body actually cannot tap into the glucose stores without the use of water. And so when the water is inadequate, then the body can't do that function properly, but is still craving the energy. Bad breath or dry mouth are also very common with dehydration. Water is needed to produce the saliva. And so if we don't have enough saliva production, there's more bacteria in our mouth, and that can lead to the bad breath. Our metabolism is also very much reliant on water. When you don't drink enough water, the metabolism will slow down. There was a lovely little experiment that they did, or study, where they showed that 2 glasses of water increase the metabolism by 30%. That's huge. And if that's not a motivator to drink more water, then one of the others must be. It is also very common to get ill more often if you are dehydrated. And this is because the immune system also requires water to function at its optimum. And so we tend to get more sick when we are more dehydrated. And then lastly, our skin will be affected with dehydration. You're always putting moisturizers from the outside, but the best moisturizer for your skin is water, hydrating it from the inside. If you're dehydrated, your skin will be much drier, it will be flaky, you will tend to have more wrinkles, and the skin can be very sagging. I think all of this shows that water is vital, and if you want your body to function at its best, start with water. Start by checking that you're drinking enough, and start drinking more and see how you feel. Your body will love you for it.